bad penny.
Hey.
Okay.
She's gone.
Alright. Alright, go ahead.
I should be back. Okay.
Done.
You gotta turn this down.
What's that?
She's back.
This?
Turn it down.
So how come
That's
I'm
gonna
just
play in the
camera?
Turn her down right
No, not her.
now. Oh, you? Me?
You, yeah.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. I'll be quiet.
Alright, good. Alright, so. Okay. So good night, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight in the house we have
Melissa?
Melissa and we have Matthew, and they are the
Frugal Winos.
Fruto Winos. Man, this is a very interesting card because the card have a wine glass, the print of the bottom of the glass, like a wine spill and a napkin or something,
Which is alcohol abuse.
which is alcohol abuse. Very interesting. So we're gonna you can't watch it today. We're gonna talk tonight about wine and
And we're going to drink some wine.
we're gonna drink some wine.
Absolutely. You
So-
can't just talk about wine, you have to drink with
We
it
have to
too.
drink wine. All right. So we have a crumb space here in wines. So I guess we should get some of these buckles off and put some glasses on
Well, we'll
if
get
we're gonna
that.
drink.
Well,
I'm just.
I have this person in the screen here.
And also, for those of you who are watching watching us, we have Melissa and she's on the screen and she's coming in all the way from California. So please share, like, share, and we are gonna it's gonna be one of them nights where I don't think
We'll be drunk by the time this is over.
that's
And
what
I don't think it's a bad thing, it's just a mere statement.
I already I'm not going to go to work. I'm not going to work tomorrow. So I'm going to sleep in late after this. However, let's get into the vegetable and the matter, I would say.
Okay.
All right, so Matt, tell us a little bit about Matt, like
Okay.
how you get into this whole wine and
Well, to start off, my friend Melissa here, I'm going to have her introduce herself in a minute. We grew up next door to each other. I've known her since she was 2 and I was 6. And my sister from another mister. And we lost touch for a long time. We got back together and we, lo and behold, found out we both like wine. A lot. So, Melissa, tell us about yourself a little bit. And how you became the alcoholic and luscious you are.
California. So there you go. Because I live in California up by northern part. There are a lot of areas where wine is grown in grapes, and just started having a love for wine, and feel really spoiled that I can live in this great area.
Melissa, can you speak a little louder?
Yes, I can.
I know you can.
I think you turned you down a little.
I did not. I did
You
not.
didn't? Okay, cool.
I'll make sure, but
All right.
our producer is out of town today. She
Yeah.
felt she needed to go somewhere. Entitled. So,
All right. So yes, Melissa. So
Okay.
as you were saying,
She was total background. And me, I really started drinking wines right around 40 when and I started going to wine tastings.
yeah.
Because at wine tastings, you can taste just a little bit of a lot of different things. And that's how I started to drink red wines, because they say you can pour it out, but I would never do that. That's just ridiculous. So why would I pour it out?
So when you go, I've never been to a wine tasting, to be honest with you.
I don't know how to silence that, so good luck.
So whenever you go to a wine tasting, you were saying that they don't get to pour your own wine?
No. For example, actually was it year before last, I went to a wine tasting at Local 186 with our boss Rita,
Yeah.
and she took me with her, which I was very very flattered because she knows how much I love wine, and there were probably 10 tables with 15 bottles of wine. Do you know how to set that up? Because I don't know how to do this.
No, that's okay. It's not. No, it's gonna be like that
Yeah.
because people like the same stuff online, but we're not gonna.
See, my neighbor thinks I'm very tech savvy because I can keep her TV going to the internet, but I am just like sometimes throwing things against the wall and sees what sticks. But
Yeah.
well, so anyway, there's 10 tables, approximately 15 tables with 10 bottles of wine around on each table, and you go. They'll pour you just a small taste.
Yeah.
And but like the one thing that we have, the bonanza we have at the restaurant that we work at,
Yeah.
that bonanza was the one pour that stood out that whole day. That bonanza bottle retails for like $22, but it's made by the gentleman who the winemaker. His father is from Caymus Vineyards, and his father's bottle of Cabernet is $150. His was $22.
Oh.
But can I tell you what? They tasted. You've had the bonanza.
Yeah, yeah.
It's real. It tasted really close.
Okay.
So that's why I like the wine tastings, because you don't have to commit to a whole glass.
All right.
Not that I have a problem. I mean, I can open a bottle, I can finish it. I hate to drink alone, but I will.
So
I know she will too.
So for people who want to find find you guys online, because sometimes we don't want to get too much into the conversation to tell them how to find you. Like after this conversation, if they want to go look you up on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you know, whatever platform you're on, let us know that from the earlier.
We haven't done YouTube yet.
Right.
That's going to be Melissa's project. She doesn't know yet. But we have Facebook and we have Instagram, and we do have Twitter also. All three, it's one word, The Frugal, Frugal, Winos, Winos. And I think it really, because we believe if you can drink for less, you can drink more.
Oh, so you're into people drinking more wine.
I'm into people enjoying wine. We don't sell anything. Like we talked earlier, Melissa, we have an opinion, and we believe, the two of us, we believe everybody's entitled to it.
All right. So with that said, so Melissa, I guess you're gonna tell us a little about white wines.
Yeah, I am the white wine lover of the two between Matt and I. I just, because it's warmer in California most of the year round for me, I just like it because it's something to chill, drink by the pool. It's just nice on a summer's day. My favorite that I like is Sauvignon Blancs and Prosecco.
Oh.
I love Chardonnay, but for me, they're just a little bit thicker and heavier. As I've gotten older.
It gives her a headache, and we all pay for it when she drinks Chardonnay.
So how many different type of white wines you have? I know like in red you have like Merlot, this, that. In white wines, how does that go? What are the names of the?
That's her line.
Yeah,
That's
Melissa,
her-
how does the white wine, the names of the?
You want me to? Okay. You want me to name some of the?
Well,
ones?
Yeah.
The four
Because
varietals.
there's most people a lot of people watching the show may not know anything about wine, you know, because even though you might think people know, they don't.
Well, I sent Melissa a text earlier today, about half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago. It had the link to the page with the four varietals on there, and she just didn't open it.
No, because ready for me on this interview. Well, the most popular white wines are going to be Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigio, and then you have your white wine blends that are going to be more on the sweeter side.
Yeah.
California wines tend to be a little bit more fruit forward as far as like the Sauvignon Blancs will be a lot of citrusy versus like a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, which is going to have more grassy notes to it. I personally like the fruitier wines, the green apple. I'm like really into green apple flavors of wines right now.
And then you see we're looking at. Okay, so because it's warmer in California, you drink less red wine. That's what you're saying?
She just drinks more wine.
Yeah.
When I'm visiting, we can put on a good Sunday, Melissa. How many bottles do you think the three of us go through? 5, 4?
Well, they go down easy, so it's easy. Plus, if you have an automatic wine opener, it's easy just to lose count.
Best purchase you could ever buy.
All right, so we want to send a shout out to Shante and Brian, and we have Edda. So many people tuning in. Thank you for watching, and
Hey,
please
everybody,
share.
thank you.
So okay, so Matt, tell us the different type of red wines we have.
Well, we got cheap, we got expensive, we got in a box, we got in. The red wines. Gosh, I'm a Pinot Noir person.
Right.
This is my story. This is what changed me from a person who likes to drink wine to a person who enjoys the experience of wine.
Right.
This bottle is from Dumal Vineyard. I know Laura, she's watching right now. She and I had one of these bottles last year before I left, and we enjoyed it tremendously. This one, in the winemaker's notes, actually said, don't chill it best served at 60 degrees and better the second day after you open it. So there it is. I had a toast for the inauguration, and then I put the cork in it and let it sit.
Okay.
But this
Yeah,
Dumal Vineyard,
also-
pardon?
We all had to take a trip to the winery when he was here.
We did, and you know what? It was worth every penny. I'm a member of the Dumal Vineyard now, and this is not your everyday wine you open. This bottle here, I think, was 70.
Not frugal.
It's not frugal, but you know what? Frankly, I'm worth it. But the Dumal Vineyard, I tried this at a tasting with friends, and we all said it on a scale from 1 to 5, it was a 6. This Dumal is my gateway drug for wines. It's why I love wines so much, and I enjoy them tremendously. They're a lot of fun. But you have the Cabernets, you've got the Merlots, you've got the Pinot Noirs. Pinot Noirs are much lighter, usually. But if I had to have just one kind of wine for the rest of my life, one varietal, it would be Pinot Noir. Because there's Rosé Pinot Noir,
Yeah.
there's Bubbles, sparkling Rosé Pinot Noir, there's regular Pinot Noir, which can go for many lighter to darker. Like Argyle is like almost like water, but then Maomi, I swear they put Shiraz in there, but they haven't admitted it. But you never know. Cabernet Sauvignon is definitely the gem of Napa. I mean, it grows wonderfully there. It's some of my Silver Palm is one of my favorites for wines. It was initially made for the industry. The Bonanza Cabernet is another one that I love. Stag's Leap is awesome. There's so many great vineyards out there, but it can get expensive.
So-
I chose one. I stick with one high-end vineyard. Everything else is frugal. Well, most everything else.
I want to interject some quick questions into it. Like one of the questions why the difference? How come some wines are more expensive than some? Is because of the name, the vineyard, the grape, what it is.
Well, there's a movie out there called Bottle Shock,
Yeah.
and it's about the 70s when Napa won its first competition against French wines,
Right.
and put California on the map. There's some amazing wines made in California. I mean, just phenomenal. I mean, and even they don't have to cost a lot. Like Melissa, tell them about grocery outlet bargain markets.
Oh my God, my favorite place to be. So
This
I
is for
actually
advice.
just got back from there. And
Can you talk louder, Melissa?
I just got back from grocery outlet. My favorite place to be. It's where I get most of my wine from. Can you hear me?
A little louder, if you can.
Oh, okay. So most of my wine comes from grocery outlet because it's a discount wine store. It's a grocery store, but it's got a lot of discount wine. And for instance, the wine that I'm drinking today is a Maxwell Sauvignon Blanc. It is a 2017, and it retails at normal stores for about $25, and I got it for $6.99.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
bargains that you
And
see there
it's
are
really
amazing.
good.
And these are the original, the not knockoff. They're real.
They're real.
No,
Okay.
they're not knockoff. Basically, they're just, maybe they overproduced or the store bought too much, and so grocery outlet will come and buy them up. And it's not, Matthew can attest to this. When he comes out, he fills his car up.
Yes, I
before
do.
he drives back home to
Remember the bags on the plane that first one year was it? And I bought a suitcase for $5 on Facebook, and then I packed it up with wine and dollar store packaging stuff. Not one broke.
Nope. That's a trained professional right there.
I found a 2012 Pinot Noir Sebastiani Hills. It was $6.99 a bottle. There was corkage issues with the lot. Nothing happened with the case and a half that I took home. It was easily a $25 bottle of wine. And it was just amazing. So it's pretty cool.
Sean is asking questions.
What,
Okay, Sean, thanks for watching. Sean, tuning in, watching, and so alright. So Melissa,
Yes.
so what you're saying when you sit down to have a good bottle of wine, what's your choice? Like, you know, what will you go for? Like you know, if you go to a restaurant and or a bar and you say, okay, I'm going to treat myself to, you know.
Oh, I don't do that in restaurants.
No, that's Melissa's question.
I know that, but
yeah, what?
Well, one of my favorite white wines ever, but it's a Chardonnay, so it's a little heavy for me, but one of my favorites is always a La Crema Chardonnay. Always, I mean, it's buttery, it's got a great aftertaste, it's really, really good.
girl, speak up.
Now, what's
Oh,
that?
I've known you all my
life.
life.
Lift your voice, only because we're using
Pretend
this.
you're talking to me
device.
on the fence from your bedroom window.
Yeah, only because we're using the way we're doing it. It's kind of, you know, it's going down. But
Melissa, talk louder!
So right now, probably,
Is she
like
still
I
on?
said, the La Crema Chardonnay is just really good.
Yeah.
A Ferrari Carano Fume Blanc never disappoints. Never.
okay, cool. All right, so Matthew, we're gonna taste one of this wine or what?
Oh, absolutely. Melissa, is it okay if I start with my Dumal and then you go into your whites?
Sure.
Okay, this was the one I brought in. Again, I opened it up for the inauguration yesterday.
Oh,
I opened
Alright,
it up
so-
for eviction day.
let's get up now and give it, yeah.
I have brought a few
You want
different
me-
glasses
Take
here.
this off and kinda give it-
Okay.
All right, so, Melissa, we actually tasting the wine, you know.
Trust me, she's got plenty to drink there.
She's
It's
God,
yeah.
mad, man. He's
So this is the 2018 Hyde Vineyard Caneros Napa
Sure,
Valley
sure,
Chardonnay, and that is from the Dumal Vineyard. Again, this is my happy place. I love this place. Andy Smith is the winemaker. He's phenomenal. They're
all right.
you know, I usually don't say no to anything.
So,
in the
so,
glass.
all right, hold on. So, how's the right way to pour the wine? Just like you're gonna pour it now. It's just a right way. If I
Once-
come over to your
okay.
house as a guest and you're gonna, you know, give me.
At
some-
my house as a guest, you get your own damn glass. No. To pour, I usually will hand you a glass of wine that's already poured, basically.
Oh, okay.
Just for the fact that, I mean, my place, you gotta go outside to change your mind.
All right. So if
So,
I am at
I just
the
pour it like this.
Yeah. And this is a white wine,
You
right?
twist it at the end. You don't want it to be splashing all over. This is a white. This is a Chardonnay.
Okay.
But it is, although slightly chilled, it is at room temperature.
All right.
Because that's how the winemaker recommended it. And I do like this a lot.
So you gotta shake it like this first, or you just.
Whites are a little bit different. Whites will have viscosity and such, but you're not going to get the same legs. But
Oh,
this
you-
does have a heavier. This does have a heavier viscosity. There's just not really legs in it though. You'll
Alright.
see in the reds when we get there.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like to give it a sniff.
So why the snip?
Well, you're going to get something on the nose,
Yeah.
right? I'm talking to you too. Hey.
So we
We got wine here. We're
Oh,
okay. Well, cheers. Cheers. Okay. I just gotta.
yeah.
Sometimes also they say opening your mouth also helps bring in more through the taste buds too.
Oh. It's good.
I especially with the whites hold your glass by the stem for the fact that this will increase the temperature of the wine.
Oh, so you want to hold the wine like at the stem?
Those stemless wine glasses, I call those rocks glasses
Oh.
because you're gonna hold them like this and you're messing with the wine. If it's even a red wine in Florida, room temperature is not room temperature. That's gonna be seriously chilled. But
Oh, so you don't want to with the white
yes,
wine.
Melissa
you want-
breaks all her stem wine glasses.
So
I know.
so Melissa, this is the right way to hold the wine or the glass? Okay.
Oh, you got our Jelly Belly. We went to Jelly Belly hit up.
All right, cool.
I'm talking about that.
So what do you think?
Yeah. I like this.
And I know you're not a white wine fan, so I thought this was a really nice one for you.
I'm more into red wine, man. So
this is very, very nice.
So what's a Zinfandel? Is Zinfandel a white wine or red wine?
I'm gonna let Melissa talk about that.
Yes, Melissa. What's a Zinfandel? Is it a white or red or what?
Red wine, and it tends to be a little peppery. So it's not my favorite. It tends to be a little peppery on the finish. So I would say out of the red wines, for me personally, it's one of the stronger wines that I don't really care for it. However, my husband likes it.
Yeah.
If you're into red wines, it's a really popular wine, and I can tell you, in Northern California where I live, in the Central Valley, that the Zinfandel grape grows amazing because of the hot temperatures.
She's about 40 minutes from Lodi, which
All
is
right,
a huge
so
Zinfandel region.
Anybody want to make a call? The number.
Except Sean. Sean's gonna ask me stupid questions.
No, don't do that.
No.
The numbers to call is
954-612-7409.
All right, so that's 952
954
954
612
612
7409.
7409.
White Zinfandel is the Zinfandel grape, but it's not aged with the skins on. Leaving the skins on is what makes the wine red. All grapes are
And white Zinfandel.
10.
So it's not the green grapes that's made the white wine?
No! Wow. It's like feeding a Hershey bar to a cow's gonna get chocolate milk.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
All right. So wow. This is good. I like this.
You like that?
Yeah, I like
Mr.
it.
He doesn't like white wine.
Yeah,
I knew
I'm
it.
not
I
a
knew
white wine guy.
I knew this would be the one.
This
But
one is good. This one is good.
It's a Chardonnay. It's
This
full
one is
bodied.
good.
It's not too oaky. It's not too buttery. Most of you'd like this one too.
Okay, so a sherry is a wine.
A sherry is a cooking wine.
It's a cooking wine, a sherry. A friend of mine was asking me today about a sherry, and I was telling him that they pour that on the chowder, not chowder, the other one.
The lobster bisque.
The lobster.
Yes,
So he was
yes.
saying that he drinks it. I'm like, not really. So what's a
He can
port?
make better-
What's
he can make much
a
better
port wine?
decisions.
What about a port?
A
Like,
port wine we're going to get to.
oh, we're going to get to that. All
That's
right,
at the end.
All right. So we're going to. So okay.
So, but I want to go back to the wines now. Leaving the grapes in the wines as they age. You said what, Melissa? It adds tannins, right?
Right, and I can only see your guys' bodies. I can't see your head.
Really? Okay. Well, then if I sit down, you can see me.
Yes.
Okay, sit down like this.
Okay. Sorry, Melissa.
She was just.
Oh, you were watching us on the. Oh, we're sorry. We're ruining it for you. We're sorry.
I want to tell you also, this is like pretty cool for Melissa and I, because this is like, we've been doing this for like 2 years.
I'm
We love
people who are watching it, it's technology. We're trying to do the best we can.
And we're having fun too.
Yeah,
We're
and
trying to
Aziza is not here, and she'll be the one who'll be like doing all the stuff.
And she'll
so.
critique this tomorrow.
All right, so what were we saying a while ago?
Leaving the skins in the wine,
Yes.
is what makes it red.
Yeah.
And Melissa, the tannins,
Mm-hmm.
and what else? I know some people who can't drink red wines because I know, like one of my friend Lori, she just gets all flush, and she gets red.
Yes.
My friend Ron can't drink wines at all. He can't drink liquor at all, really.
Okay.
That's too bad for them, more for us.
That's hell.
Oh,
I'm in
man.
hell. But the white Zinfandel, white Zinfandel is basically Kool-Aid. If you like white Zinfandel,
Don't say that, because I have a friend who really
no.
what's her name?
White,
you know
white
her.
Zinfandel is for people who don't like wine, and it's a nice entry. Pardon? I think you're sitting on.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a great wine to get started on, and hopefully you're doing it young. If you're 85 years old, or you're probably not going to change. And like where we work
I
at,
start with my wine tasting experiences with white Zinfandel.
exactly. But
And
that's
I graduated.
why did
So
you?
what about rosé? Is a rosé a white or a red wine?
Rosé is a red wine, and it's not sweet, and just like a white Zinfandel, right now it doesn't stay with the skins as long.
White Zinfandel is given rosé wines a really bad reputation of
Yeah, 'cause
something to be
rosé-
except sweet. It's not Arbor Mist. It's good. I mean, there's some amazing Flowers rosé. Oh my God, it's phenomenal. American rosés have come leaps and bounds.
Yes,
My
they have.
Julie
0 or 1.
0.
Okay.
Julie Nichols, a coworker, she will only would do Provence, and she, I mean, but for a while, if it didn't say Provence, it was usually trash, honestly. And the rosés, American rosés, have come leaps and bounds. The Turo Vineyards here locally in 2017. Did you ever have that bottle? Did you like that bottle out of you, Mark? It was that year I was ranting and raving about how great the rosé was here. It was a local vineyard. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, no, and they really have come a long way, and I can tell you, Michael over at Grocery
Girl,
Outlet-
you gotta speak up.
Oh, I'm right on top of my computer. Michael from Grocery Outlet has been getting a lot more rosés in.
Okay. So. All right.
Oh, Melissa, want to do your first review on a wine?
Sure, I can tell you one of my favorites right now because it's January. It's supposed to be a dry January for me. It's not happening. But one,
She said that every year.
because I'm really trying to watch my calories, I'm a Prosecco girl.
I'm a champagne.
This Vivio Slim Prosecco is phenomenal. Anybody that is looking to want to be able to have some bubbles, but you're really trying to watch your calories, it is 100 calories per 5-ounce glass. However, we know that we don't usually do 5-ounce glasses, correct, Matt?
Why would I do that?
Hello. Again, some of the things that I'm really liking about the white wines right now is the apple flavors, which are good. You guys just lost your kid.
We just lost our what?
Oh, okay. I thought something was lost.
No, we're good.
No, we're good.
Low, and it's low sugar. Oh, you lost me.
But don't.
No, you're all right.
Are you here? There you go. But doesn't something get lost in that when you lose the sugar? When they try to do that, isn't something lost in translation?
Actually, it depends. There are some that I have tried that I do not like, but I can tell you that this one, and then God, I just did a review on the Frugal Winos for a Sauvignon Blanc that is a low sugar, which is really, really good. One of my new favorite wineries that I have found in Napa Valley is the Sunsay Vineyards, and this Viognier is very smooth, and it's if you like a Chardonnay, but it might be a little bit too heavy for you. This Viognier is amazing, and it's a 2017 from Sunsay Vineyards in Napa. They do have I believe a Barbera and a Sauvignon Blanc, and there's a couple others that I tried, and they all have been amazing. And again, they're about a $20 bottle of wine for $6-7.
How much is it? How much is it?
About $6 at Grocery Outlet.
Wow.
Yeah, trust me. I walk in there with my
Wow.
I walk into Grocery Outlet with 2 of these.
Yeah.
I will get 6 red, 6 white. I don't go over $5.99 for whites, and I don't go over $7.99 for reds. Period.
And I do want to share one that I forgot to share as a review during Christmas time, and it only comes out during the holidays, and it's at Trader Joe's, and it is phenomenal. It's a Prosecco, and it is, as you can see, large. This is 2 bottles of wine in one, and it's $11.99.
Well, just less bottles to open.
Okay.
Well, I learned the hard way. Don't open champagne, and this is a very good tip for me. Never open your champagne when it's warm, otherwise you will have a geyser, and all you can do is sit.
I was there. I remember.
Okay. So
The
that's
big double bottle.
all right. So that's a tip for people who are watching. Don't open the champagne when it's warm, right?
Otherwise, it's going to be all over your kitchen.
And it was.
All
Right, you go,
Oh,
girl.
like,
So,
Jesus, what's going on here? Is another? All right, so we're going to do another tasting here. What are we going for now?
we're gonna go with Pinot Noir, actually.
Pinot Noir? Okay.
Yes, because it is lighter, and I want to start off with some on the light side.
Alright.
I like to progress from lightest to dark.
So,
darker.
alright. So why are you going on electronics? Why you don't have the
Pick your battles. Pick your battles. Take one of these off the pot this year. Hi, every Matthew. I'll take care of your wine here.
Hi, Sandra. Nice. So thank you for watching.
Sandra, Sean, and myself, Laura, and Shante.
Sandy's watching. Bob think the wine from what's one of Valley.
So,
Willamette Valley? Willamette Valley?
Willamette. Willamette Valley, that's in Oregon.
Willamette.
That is a Pinot Noir growing region. This is, Melissa, I'll show you two. Here, we got this.
Alright.
This is from nakedwines.com. This is Ondine Chaton. This is her 2019 Pinot Noir from the Russian River Valley in Sonoma County. This was my first box from nakedwines.com I ever got. This is one of my wines. I tasted it, I reviewed it. She responded. She said, "This is exactly what I was trying to achieve with this wine." And then I bought like another half case. It was phenomenal. I bought it, I think, 4 or 5.
So you got like a wine. You got like a wine.
Oh
cellar,
yes. I'm not making any money. I don't have the Napa Valley like Melissa does around my corner, and I have to. I use splashwise.com for my basic wines and I usually no more than $7, $8, $9.99 a bottle sometimes. Now nakedwines.com is different. It's a club you join, and I can give links to this because I do. When someone joins through me, I get $40. They get $100 off, and then I only get one time. I'm not like that MLM. And what happens is then they get if they join, they get their own way to have someone else join, and they get $40. So Splash Wines is the same thing. You join with my link, I get $25. You get $25, and free wine tastes just a little bit better.
All right.
So this Pinot Noir is
Pinot Noir
is very, very good. I like it. This one a whole lot.
All right. So
As you'll see, this is on the thinner side.
but before we go any further, I want to thank Melissa for joining us. Melissa is all the way in California. You're just up there.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So Melissa, thanks for joining us.
It's a call. It's a call. She didn't do it. She did less work. I had to drive here.
I had to do my hair and makeup today.
Oh,
Me too.
oh yeah.
This is my sister from another mister. I am very close with Melissa. I love her dearly. Her
All
whole
right.
family. We grew up next door to each other, and she's very special.
All right. So
And
what
she's a
we got
pain.
here now? What we got here?
This
now?
is the 2019 Ondine Chaton Pinot Noir.
Go easy.
From Ondine Chaton
Mm-hmm.
Pinot Noir
Okay.
from the Russian River Valley in Sonoma County, which
Yeah.
is where Dumal is also located at. It's one of the best growing regions for the Pinot Noir grape. It's like
Alright.
a big hug from Jesus.
Michigan, say hi.
I'm ready for you to
Michigan.
say that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hello, Michigan.
Hello, Michigan. All right.
Cheers, man. Oh,
Cheers.
will you cheers?
So, cheers.
Cheers.
So hold on. This is.
You always make eye
Poland.
contact.
All right. Okay.
I know we did. You did. I'm just
Alright,
saying.
cool.
It's bad luck.
Oh, so whenever you cheer the wine, you make eye
Now,
contact.
see these little things coming down?
Yeah.
Those are called legs.
Oh, those are the legs.
That's part of the viscosity of the wine.
Oh, so
This has nice legs on it.
Is this a Pinot Noir?
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you gonna shake it again? So in this case, can you hold the glass here now?
Now, when
Or
this is slightly chilled, so you can hold it like this if you'd like to bring it up to temperature.
yeah, because I
if
know
you
this
taste
this
it,
chill and it's red.
and I know you like red, so you probably like yours a little warmer. So
Yeah.
you might want to hold it like this.
Okay, cool.
Now, also, when I pour a taste for somebody at a table,
Mhm.
I'm only pouring that much of a taste. So they swirl it around in the glass,
Right.
and I didn't feel like doing that. Good. I've
Yeah,
already
but-
I've already had
I'm
this
gonna
bottle.
drink like 5.
I've already
10
had this
different-
bottle, and I've had this wine already, and it's just as good as the first one I had.
Yeah, but
She's an amazing winemaker.
can you make it pour a little less because I'm gonna have to drink like maybe 3 more glasses before we get out of here.
No. I could, but
All right, cheers.
why would I do that? That is so crazy.
Lisa,
Wow.
thanks for watching. Greg, thanks for watching. Bob, Dana, all right. Sean, thanks for all the texts.
Sean.
And you could
Oh,
call,
Sean, did you get my birthday messages?
you could call us at 594.
No, 95.
Oh my God, what's wrong with me?
He's
I've
got
given so
dyslexia.
much wine already.
You haven't had
So
enough.
it's 954 612 7409. All right. Anybody
Operators
want?
are
If you want to
standing
talk,
by.
we bring you call the phone and you come through. All right. And any questions you have, we take it.
Hey, you know what? I have an opinion on everything. If it's not right, I can sell it like it is and make you believe it. Melissa does that.
All right. So your next question, what's it? Wow. Yeah. Right up my alley.
See? Yeah.
So what's the difference with the glasses? Because I told you, let me, you know what? I'm going to grab one of my glasses to show you. Hold on.
He says, I've got some glasses here. I'm like, I got this. First of all, these are crystal. They're
What's wrong with my glass?
Well, let me
Gosh,
just.
am I going to use this to put water in to rinse my mouth out after I brush my teeth?
Melissa, what's wrong with my wine glass?
Well,
First of all, it's not big enough.
Not for teeth.
That's, you know what, we'll have 2 of those for our port at the end.
Oh, this is for a port?
That's for me. A port glass would actually be smaller than that. But,
something that I learned that, the champagne flutes that you usually put a glass of champagne in, really, it is okay to pour champagne into a white wine glass because of the way it's open. It allows it to open up better and get more taste in. So, or unless you just want to pour in the glass.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
absolutely.
Man. Crazy. Of respect, crazy chef.
Chrissy.
No, crazy chef.
Not Chrissy?
No, crazy.
Oh, crazy. I thought you said Chrissy.
No, not crazy.
It's his Brooklyn accent.
Okay. All right.
And the wine.
Yeah. Again, man, Jesus Christ.
You like this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Miss, your next wine?
All right. So what's the next one you're reviewing?
Well, this is a naked wines that I got, and it's a Riesling. It's a
Oh, I've had that one.
Michaud.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Riesling. Now, Rieslings tend to be sweeter. However, I learned when the last time Matthew was here, sorry, the sun's coming down.
Oh, she's
The
in
sun
California.
is coming.
This is her backyard.
Yes.
Don't feel sorry for her.
You know what, Melissa?
This is where you usually get this.
That's a
time of year.
low blow, man. We're not impressed. The sun is coming down. We're here in the dark and the cold, and she's telling us that the sun is
Next
coming
to
down.
the heated lap pool.
Shauna Edwards, thanks for watching. The sun is coming down in California, but we're in Massachusetts,
So
and
we're
the sun
talking to her from the future.
the sun is long gone.
Wine.
All right. So as you were saying, my friend.
I see the sun.
So a Riesling is going to be a sweeter wine, a sweeter white wine. I think for me, the ones that I've had are sweeter than even a white Zinfandel. My mom really likes Rieslings. Too sweet for me, but if you have some and you're desperate, you can even just cut it with some sparkling water. It'll probably be perfectly fine. But,
Oh, that's a little trick there, eh? Put some sparkling water. Okay.
yeah.
Or you can take that box wine and put it through the soda stream, right?
This one is the one that I'm drinking now, and like I said earlier, it's a Maxwell. This is the one that was a $24 bottle of wine. I like it because it's got hints of citrus and bergamot, and it's just, you can tell it's a good bottle of wine, and it's not very often I can get my hands on it. So when I do, I definitely stock up.
So, Melissa, how do you decide? Our friend Sean McNulty asks, how do you decide how much wine to drink? His response to that was, take it on a case-by-case basis. He knows us.
However much you can get for straw. I
Like,
guess.
take it on a case-by-case basis.
So Sandra want to know who is driving to go. Matt is taking
I
the
live
Uber.
like a half a mile away.
He's
I
taking
don't
the
worry
Uber,
about it.
all right?
I close one eye, I put the top down, I'm good.
All right. And I'm not driving. I'm home. Thanks for your concern,
So,
Sandra.
okay.
Melissa, I'm sorry to break in
You
here.
have to finish that so we can try the next one.
Oh my God. Do we have to finish all that, man?
We can put that in the other glass, in that little trading wheels glass.
Yeah.
It's a
So
trick.
next time we'll have to talk about all the different glasses and styles.
Yeah, let's.
The red wine glass gives you a greater surface area, for the wine to breathe. Because a lot of wines, ironically, the white wine opens up better after a day. But I've had red wines. Sometimes they say let it sit for 2-3 days to open up.
Oh.
So there's
What?
aerators.
What is saved wine?
It's like, what is extra wine? I have extra wine. I'm like, you have more than you need, but you have no extra.
So the white wine and the red wine use different glasses, or it's just
The white wine, I'm not sure, Melissa, I'm not sure about this, but my opinion is the white wine glasses are usually smaller because they're best served chilled, so serve smaller portions.
Right, and then
Not that that works for us.
Right, and then even your dessert wines are going to be even in a smaller glass because it's made just to sip.
It's basically to take your sweet tooth away.
All right. So
Right.
before we go any further, we're talking to Matt and Melissa, and they have opinions and everything.
We are the frugal winos.
The frugal, sandstone,
The frugal.
or the frugal.
Frugal.
The frugal. So what's the meaning of the frugal?
It's we pick and choose how we spend our money, and we try to be not miserly but conservative with it to get the things we like in the long run.
Okay.
Because we believe buy smart, save money, drink more.
All right. So for those who are watching and wonder what is going on and why we're having all this wine drinking, is the frugal winos.
Frugal.
The frugal winos take
I'm
over
gonna
the
get
Kevin
you
Hume
wasted.
show.
I'm gonna get you wasted tonight, dude.
And I am loving this. I am loving it. It's like it's different heights. It's
I
of
was
different heights.
so happy when you asked me to
And
do
we
this.
have Melissa all the way from California joining us
Live via
And-
satellite.
and live by satellite, and I really, really appreciate it. I have to keep saying that, because she could be doing anything else. And she
Shut up and
chooses
drink.
to. All right, so shut up and drink.
Years ago, I was attending a bar at the Crown and Anchor here in Provincetown. Drink. I need that glass empty. So so I had a guest order 3 martinis, all the same. So I made the martinis. Had a little extra left. I put it into a little watch glass and put it to one of my guests who'd been there for like 3 or 4 hours. She says, "What's this?" I said, "It's just a little extra. I made it for you. Go ahead and have it." She's like, lightweight. She goes, "What's it called?" She goes, "What is it?" I said, "It's called Shut Up and Drink. It's free." So she did.
All right, so
'Cause
she
she
was
wasn't
still
joking.
explaining the glasses to us.
So that's red and white. The champagne glasses.
Yeah.
Melissa's prosecco. I'm sparkling wines. I think proseccos are too sweet to me, so we never argue. If she brings prosecco, I just put a little peach kombucha in there and I'm fine.
So
Yeah, but and that's a good thing. For people who don't know the difference between prosecco and champagne,
There's
Um,
closures too.
a couple things to note is prosecco is going to have less sugar than champagne.
But to me, it tastes like
And
it has
it's
more.
also, it's champagne is a little bit more labor intensive to make, so therefore it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Here's an odd fact that I found online that I thought I would share with everybody is for every bottle of prosecco made, there are two people in the U.S. that will share it.
2 people in the U.S. that will share it.
Yep. So it's like one
don't
bottle
share
for
my
every
bottles.
2 people. That's a lot of champagne and prosecco.
I don't share.
so
I don't
hold
share.
on. So
I don't share.
Prosecco is not the brand. It's the
Prosecco is a style
It's
of
a
wine.
style?
It's Italian.
And
Oh, I thought it was the brand.
No.
Oh.
Prosecco is a region. It's about in California. And I guess the United States, your wines are labeled by the grapes, but over in like Italy, your wines and your champagnes and proseccos are named by the region of where they're grown.
I thought that was France.
For
Oh no,
instance,
why?
like champagne is mostly the grapes are grown in regions of France. Usually,
Champagne must be grown in the Champagne district of France. Otherwise, it is sparkling wine. Full.
Correct. Right.
But I still like it now.
Prosecco
I'm more
is
Franco.
usually over in Italy.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we're gonna do the swirl on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's this one now, man?
This is a Villa de Mar. It is a Nero d'Avola. It is Italian. This wine has a red color with violet highlights. The nose, when you smell it, is filled with dark fruit jam. I don't know
Oh,
what
that
this word
sounds
is.
amazing.
Licorice, blackberries, and vanilla.
Oh.
Excellent balance of acidity and sweet
Wow.
flavors. This is Naked Wines. I got this in a box that were 18 bottles for $90.
Oh man,
Yes.
you are gonna have to make one of those for me, Matt.
And what's it called?
Maybe not. I don't know.
And it's a What type of wine is it?
It is a
That sounds amazing.
I'm not that really.
It's not
that,
a shot. It's not
a
Merlot
Chardonnay.
or-
The grape is, I believe, the Nero d'Avola is the grape. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I do not know. I will claim
All right.
not
So
ignorance,
let's
lack
see.
of preparedness.
Well,
So
Melissa's
now
not a
we-
red wine
so
person. You never have this one
We
before,
went to a
Melissa?
heavier wine, so we didn't feel the need to rinse the glasses.
No,
So,
but it sounds
look at that.
phenomenal.
There we go.
All right.
Well,
So
you
why
can
why
have
we
it
have to
in it.
why you do this?
It's called pretentious.
Pretentious.
I don't know. No, it helps to open it up. Helps to
All
bring a little air into it,
All right. All right.
and then you'll see it.
And
It
then-
doesn't
and
really
then you can
have
see
big
the
legs.
see the
It's
thickness of
about the
wine.
same as a Pinot Noir.
Oh, I see.
What was that drawing?
I said, and then the legs, when you see the legs coming down the glass, it also kind of helps to show like the thickness of the wine and how robust it is and how strong it is, I guess, or heavy.
And when I've had like a lot of wine and I start talking about legs, I think of that line from ZZ Top is "Shoulda got to have her." Anyway, it's not good English.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yep, Matthew's passed over. So cheers.
Man.
Much more robust, much
Yeah.
more full body than the Pinot Noir. Even though the
So-
Pinot Noir had similar legs, this has a much different profile.
So Melissa,
Is
what's
it-
what what's
Say when.
what's a dry? How do you determine a dry wine? No. That's
I said say when.
a dry.
He's not paying attention. I knew he wasn't.
Or you decide a dry wine and a you know, like I heard like sometime
Dry wines have less.
at work and when Rita is telling us about wines and I listen to her, I'm always impressed the way she do her
She
stuff.
does have a very good
She,
wine knowledge.
yeah, you know, Rita is one of our co-workers and she's
the
like
HR manager.
the wine the floor manager and she's the wine expert like in my you know.
Is she a sommelier?
No, she's like me. She has an opinion on everything.
Yeah, but
even
she
more
she,
so
she,
than I
she
do.
can I like the way she explained the wines and stuff.
She's very good at
But
it.
when she's telling
got
me
a
about
great
the
nose.
dry and the stuff, I'm always like every time I'm like I'm gonna ask her, but sometimes I forgot. But what's the difference with the dry and the this and the? Oh, you know, it's all wet to me.
You know, okay.
Melissa.
It's it's pretty amazing because wine is very subjective, and Americans drink what they like. They will order a bottle of wine before they even know what they're having for dinner. Whereas
Right.
in Europeans will be the opposite. They get their cocktail, then they order their food, and then they get their wine.
Right.
And it doesn't matter to me. People are, but I will look at somebody and be like, you don't want that. I'll have this. Like, no, you don't want that.
So what's the difference? So that's the dry wine and
The dry wine has
dry
less sugar.
Dry wine tends to be less sugar and more
There's more chicken feathers in it.
tart finish.
oh.
Am I right?
The dry wines have less sugar. The sweet wines have more sugar. But like Merlots have more sugar. I'm not a big Merlot fan, but
So it's a medium and
I
or
like drier wines. I don't like sweet wine.
like again, this is why I love going to tastings because you get that much at a tasting, and it lets you taste 50 bottles of wine that night, not one big glass or 3 big glasses. 50 bottles of wine. Trust me, they add up. You want to Uber it home.
Well, and speaking of tastings, Matthew, let's talk about the fun tasting we did last summer at Jelly Belly.
Oh my God.
You would think that you would just, I live by the Jelly Belly factory, and you would think that they just make jelly beans. Oh no, they have wine.
No, they don't have wine. They paired wines with chocolates to get them. That had nothing to do with their
So
freaking jelly beans.
That was
But it was
going
fun.
to be my next question. Like,
But they
what?
sell it.
What do you say,
Yeah.
Melissa?
The wines they sell.
I was gonna. My next question was what wine goes with what? You know, like sometimes at work, an observation like people order a certain bottle of wine because they're having like maybe steak or fish or whatever they're having. So what wines go with what?
That is a subjective question, and 1,000 people can give you 1,000 different answers.
Okay.
People drink what they like.
Oh,
If they're
I see.
raised a certain way, then with like more in Europe, they'll pair things like with red wine, with heavier red wines. You'll go to the steaks and things like that. You go to salads and you might more white wines with salads and fish with salads. like a Chardonnay was really nice with a nice salmon, I think, to me. But there's Chardonnays like I think Sonoma Contreras are very nice Chardonnay, and I think it stands up to a lot of things. But again, Americans drink what they like, as we know. Americans.
Okay, so all right, let's see a minute.
We're not gonna go there.
What are you saying?
We're not very traditional. You know, usually, like if you're eating a pasta with a red sauce, you're gonna have a red wine or a steak. I have been ridiculed for drinking red wine with ice cubes. You know,
That might have been me doing that to ridicule her.
It's how you like it, but you know, typically white wines are for your lighter foods like your chicken, your fish, your scallops, things like that, salad. And then the darker wines are if you're going to have a richer meal. But you know what? Like Matthew said, drink what you like. There's no one judging you. And you know what? If you want, put a straw in the bottle and drink it out of the bottle with a straw.
Just get a bigger glass. Don't do that.
So why would you put some soda water in the wine?
Because you have soda water and wine. That will make it soda water would make it a spritzer, I believe.
Yeah,
A cooler has 7-Up.
Wines do that.
But people who
Now, one-
people want to be like if they're like we're out. God, remember that one day last year or the year before? Melissa's neighbors have Meyer lemon trees, and we were drinking prosecco and champagne all morning long. And Matthew gets this great idea to get Meyer lemons off the tree and make sour mix for margaritas. Well, let's see. We never watched Leaving. We never watched La La Land that night, did we?
We were, but you know, one of the things that I started doing for myself is I don't know about back east, but kombuchas and kombucha beer are really big out in California. And so instead of doing like mimosas for me with orange juice, I'll do my kombucha drink, mix it with my my prosecco or champagne in the morning, and that's actually kind of fun because it's a lot of bubbles and it just adds a little bit of taste. And Matthew,
Yes.
your reviews on that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm right there with you. The kombucha in there, oh my God.
Yes, it is big.
It can take something that's mediocre, get a little bit of flavor, like Saint Germain in inexpensive champagne or
Right.
bubbles. I think like people. First of all, Costco is the nation's largest retailer of wine.
Oh.
If you have a Costco membership, you got a gold. I got a golden ticket.
So
Moet and Chandon, they have a champagne at Costco. Next to it is a champagne with Kirkland's name on there, marketed for $20. And actually, right now, it's just as good. If it's got Kirkland on there, pick it up and enjoy it.
So how expensive a wine can get? Like the most expensive wine you remember, like, you know, a bottle of wine, like
The one I had New Year's Eve from Dumal was $110
for one bottle of wine.
for one bottle. I mean, there's $10, $15, $20,000.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding, but
damn.
it's not frugal, and I'm not buying it. That 110 was the most I ever paid for a bottle of wine, but I wanted. It's been a very interesting, challenging year from many fronts, and I wanted a nice wine with my friends, with Marie and Sandra, and we brought it in with that wine, and you know what? It was just nice. It was just something that's special to me, and I don't sit there and buy a ton of wine from Dumal because I like to have a house and a car and pay my bills.
You know what, man? Look at that, man. What's wrong with you? Look at this. Look at this.
I
Look at my
told you-
glass. Look at my glass.
Yeah,
Look at Matt's glass.
we saw
And
that.
he's supposed to be the guy.
Okay.
What's wrong with you, Matt? You're losing it, man.
Well, and the other thing, Kevin,
Yeah.
the thing is, you know, you can talk about wine, you can talk about pricing and things like that. If you're frugal like Matthew and I are, and if you really just, you know, you don't have to be an expert if you just really basically know what you like.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, you can find inexpensive wines, not cheap. I mean, if you drink a cheap wine, you're going to know it the next day.
It's true.
So all I'm doing is, so if tomorrow I'm
You did not drink any cheap wines, you bastard.
You're going to ask Hannah to check the label. No,
I'm drinking it with him. Trust me, I didn't.
You can find good wines under $10 if you just really learn. And you know what? It's funny. Here's another reason why I got into wine.
Yeah.
When I first
Wait, what you need? What you
I
need?
got it.
Okay.
When I first married my husband,
Yeah.
his family is very into wine, and I was super insecure. I was afraid that I was going to look dumb because I liked my little white Zinfandel. And I just started learning about wine, and I just started learning about what do I like and what regions I like from, and it just started blossoming from there. And the thing is, once you know what you like, then you can start branching out. For me, when I love Chardonnay, I love a buttery Chardonnay. And if you drink a Chardonnay that's a buttery Chardonnay, it's going to have a nice long finish that's amazing. But unfortunately for me, they give me migraines. But once you find something you like, you just start slowly educating yourself of what else works for you. And again, you don't have to spend a lot of money.
You can, but you don't have to.
So,
Melissa, that reminds me of a quick question. Did I get that case of Pinot Noir from that barrel? Or did you drink it?
what's the difference with a wine?
Oh, wait, I need to have this answer. Melissa, did I
No,
get
no, Melissa, you know what, So the question, the next thing, the wines that they sell in the box, and the wines, what's the difference? Like,
Don't discount
can they
the
get
box
a good
wines.
box wine?
You can.
Well,
You can.
it used to be a taboo kind of thing, like you don't.
Franzia.
But nowadays there are some. I think there's one called Black Box or Black Label.
Black Box, Boda Box, and Vault are all very
It's
nice.
It's 4 bottles of wine in the box, which is nice about that. You don't have to take down what you're drinking, but they're actually getting better. I mean, you used to like poo-poo people that would take a bottle of wine that has a twist off top versus a cork, or has a synthetic cork versus a real cork, and things are changing.
You know, Melissa, a couple years ago, my friend Ronnie, he came over and I made some dinner for us and all. And I said, "You want a glass of wine?" He said, "Sure." So we went through 2 bottles of rosé.
Just leave
He
Ronnie
did not
alone,
know
man.
that I filled it up from a box, and I said, "You drank box wine and you liked it." He would not drink box wine. He was like, "No." I'm like, "Well, you just did now."
Ronnie, you know I got your back.
No. He was wrong. He judged it before he tried it.
All right.
He knows,
So
like, I love you.
shout
He's my
out
best
to
friend.
Ronnie that's watching the show also. I mean, you know, Ronnie know we go with Ronnie, man. That's something. But anyway, the box wine. One time I went to a party and they got some box wine, right? And I decided that night I wasn't gonna drink any Dragon or anything, so I was going for the box wine. And man, the next day I was like,
It depends on the
it
name of
was
the box.
horrible.
It depends on the name of the box.
It was like some
Boda Box
Z something that.
Boda Box is my go-to.
It was horrible. So
Except-
The good thing about it now is they have things that look like little swizzle sticks, or they're like little packets of powder that you can put in your drink to help get rid of those sulfites which cause the headache the next day.
Bunch of wimps.
Oh.
You know what? We'll teach you all the ropes. Don't you worry.
I've never seen somebody take such long time to open a bottle of wine.
This is a rubber-covered cork.
So, I mean, come on, man. You've been
You know, if I had 2 of these, I'd give you one to shut you up.
You've been like it's like a 5 minutes now trying to get this thing open.
You know?
So all right, so
Cool.
all right, so Melissa,
To answer your question, Matt, the wine is up in Oregon, and we just need to get it.
Okay, so my case is still there. I'm so excited.
Yeah, because of the lockdown, we haven't been able to meet up with the relatives to get it.
Honey, I will fly to Oregon and bring it down to Rockland.
sorry. So like so Melissa, like
Okay,
you're a
Rudy.
white wine person. I don't want to get personal, but is your husband a red wine or a white wine guy?
No, he's a beer guy.
Well, you know what? He's more of a red wine guy, but the storm is, whatever works. But he's more of a red wine, and he's probably the red wine. But there's a bottle of white sitting there. Of course, he's gonna drink it, and he's watching right now. So.
Oh, so all right. So you there's no there's no
competition.
no
with that wine.
competition right there.
Well, there
Just
is.
on Sundays for the bubbles.
Okay. So when you're in California, right? So you like to drink like white wine because it's more refreshing.
I do.
All right. So when you come up north, up here, you go for your reds, or you stick to the white wherever you are?
She sticks to
I
whites.
haven't been back, and I can't tell you how long.
She sticks to whites.
You just stick to whites.
That's what she likes.
You know what? I do like a red. Like if Mark, my husband, opens a bottle of red, I'll have a little drink. And we have this funny saying at, try it, and I always go, oh, I can drink that. So he'll open a bottle and he'll try it and he'll say, oh, you can drink that. So sometimes I'll have a little glass here and there, but mostly I stick to white.
And is it true that red wine is good for you, or it's just a myth to get it wine sell?
There's
No, red wine in moderation, but red wine is really good for you, good for your heart.
I don't have a heart.
But you have to remember, all of these wines are made with sugar, and so drinking too much of it, that processes into sugar, and that's not good.
Define too much.
Which is what?
Define too much.
I don't know. But like I said, like for instance, this Prosecco, this has got, I think a regular glass of champagne is about 170 plus calories for a 5 ounce glass.
Okay,
and
for an hour.
Rio is only 100 calories for 5 ounces.
All right.
And I will say, because I'm reviewing it, this is a really good bottle of wine. Or excuse me, Prosecco.
Okay. So well, we plan an half an hour.
We planned half an hour. We're at an hour. I'm just gonna introduce what I was going to try, and then we'll try it after we're done here because we're still gonna drink this. This is a white port from the Truro Vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's amazing.
It is, yeah. I brought them too. I like it. Our Truro Vineyard is about half a mile away.
Yeah, it's just up the street from where we are.
The Truro Vineyard, they also distillery. They have come such a long way. When I first moved here 6 years ago, they're not what I would be crazy about. But I tell you what, right now, they have some amazing wines they make. Phenomenal. Which leads me to the Truro Brut Rosé, which also known as Bubbles. I like Bubbles. In my Laurent Perrier champagne bucket that I was at work one day in Florida at Calouse on the Intercoastal. I decided I needed this champagne bucket, and I got it. It fit in my bag perfectly.
Oh, and Kevin, you want your wine to chill faster? Fill up one of those buckets with a little bit of ice and water and put your wine in there. It'll chill super fast.
Or plan better.
Okay.
And then the last one was the After 10 California dessert wine from the Sierra Foothills. And I picked this up personally when I was there a couple years ago with Melissa and Mark.
So that's like more than a year old wine?
This is 2014, and I bought it 3 years ago.
Oh man.
So
that's the next. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. But
yeah,
one
let's
more
do a
question.
sip, do a sip of this.
Sip on it. So
Just a
what
sip.
about the age of a wine? I said a wine like a 12-year. So what's the difference there?
That's a much bigger question to go into. That,
All right, so let's not get
That's a
into it.
huge question. That's all. Yeah.
All right. So this is what kind of wine?
This is a dessert wine. This is a
dessert wine.
Not a port, but a dessert wine.
So you got white dessert wine too, Melissa. Do you have white
This is
dessert
wrong glass,
wine?
but we'll live.
I do. I have had white dessert wines, but I don't have any with me. But I do.
Aw.
Thank you guys for having me.
Okay.
Thank you, Melissa. Cheers. So, okay, so Melissa, on this note, I'm going to let you go. So, because we're going to finish up here, and I love you, and I'll talk to you later tonight.
I love you too.
Melissa, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
She's the humble one of the two of us.
Oh my God.
I'm going to hang up now.
Jeez.
She's taking up. They're all looking at her, not us.
She's
So,
gone? She's not gone.
yeah, she got. There you go. So, this is the dessert wine, which is not quite a port, but dessert wine, and just a sip, as you see.
Mhm.
It should be in a much smaller glass, just
Sweet.
That's why it's for dessert. It's in lieu of desserts instead of having the cake and the ice cream, which we want. But he's skinny. He can get out of that. I can't. I had a very COVID quarantine Christmas and found a couple $. There. Oh gosh. Did you forget something?
Well, you're gonna kill me, but I couldn't make it.
This is classic Melissa. What?
Turn it around so I can talk to you guys. I couldn't find a way to put it on the frugal wino.
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. We're still not done yet. Gotta love her.
Right.
No, that was the epitome of Melissa. I love her with all my heart, and she's the ditziest, most loving person you'll ever meet.
Alright. Wow.
It's been a while since I've had that.
Wow.
Very nice. So let's get our white bottles back out.
After 10.
Let's get our white glass back out down here.
Sir.
And we're just gonna sip real quick. This one's mine. Find your own.
What's this?
Well, let's sit down because remember, heads get cut off.
Alright, cool.
This is the Churro Vineyards White Port. It does say on the bottle it's best served chilled. I do disagree with that assessment. I think when it's more of a room temperature, it has a bit of you have more of the aromas in it, and but it has a much definitely you'll tell also has a much higher alcohol content.
So why is the reason why you put the glass on the back around the glass, or it's just no?
Because
Oh, you're not. Alright, cool.
No,
All right,
not at all.
cool.
Actually, you should never really, traditionally, ceremonially, you never let the bottle touch the glass.
Okay. Cool. Alright, I just want to know. You know,
But
that's a question. Alright, so
So what do you spell?
it's like cognac.
You can tell definitely higher alcohol content.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I smell
it's-
butterscotches and vanillas.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's what I smell.
Oh.
And these are made of Chardonnay grapes, grown on the Churro Vineyard here.
Oh.
And this is a hidden gem. When I tell people, I send so many
Where's
people
the
to the vineyard.
the bottle? Let's see.
I send people to the vineyard all the time. It's a great experience, and they really do put a product out that is just full of love. Also,
I love the design of the bottle too. Okay.
well, pours come in. This is a half bottle, 375 milliliter bottle. It's half the size of a regular wine bottle because they're expensive. But like an ice wine, you've had ice wines, same size. I've gotten ice wines at like $25, $35 bottle this size. This is about $30.
All right.
All right.
Man.
Last but not least, I'm gonna let.
Never invite Matthew and tell him to bring wine.
I think actually your clientele out in the interweb
Yeah.
would probably disagree with you. They're like, I want Matthew to come over. He's gonna bring the wine. I am
So we're going.
very
Where we're going now?
humbly
Champagne?
gracious. I'm very happy. I am honored. Melissa and I both
Yeah.
at doing this.
I am psyched, man. This is like it's like nothing.
What
I've
did you
ever
expect
done.
tonight? What did you expect tonight?
I did not expect this much.
Oh, and remember
I was
always
done. This is like-
every 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Always 6.
6. Okay. Oh, okay.
Always 6.
That's
I
why when
don't
I'm
have the answer to
doing
the question yet. Why?
God damn. I did not know that.
That's my favorite sound in the whole world.
Ah. So there's a different glass for that, right?
Hello.
Hello.
Hold that.
Oh my God.
I'll treat you
Man.
in just a moment.
I don't know what I'm gonna say to Sandy. Sandy's gonna be
There,
like,
take
what
mine.
the hell?
Anyone local, let's drink.
Sandy.
And I found out tonight Kevin's a vegetarian. I think I knew that, but you know, us meat eaters, we don't pay attention. Cheers, sir. It has been an honor. Thank you so very much.
You are so
This is a
wonderful.
rosé brut for the Churro Vineyard. It is creaminess to this. This is amazing. You are going to love this.
Ah.
And there it sums it up.
God.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
what
some
happened
churro-
to
This is
me.
some churro?
This is from Churro.
Right here, Homo?
From here.
Go churro.
I don't want to lie. I don't want to misrepresent, because I do know this was bottled by Westport River Vineyards in Westport, Massachusetts, which I'm also a member of them too.
Okay, this one is from
And,
Westport.
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 And their sparklings have been served in the White House.
Oh.
But the creaminess in there, you taste the creaminess in there? It's just an amazing. It's almost like strawberries and cream with bubbles.
So this champagne glass is very, very interesting also.
It focuses the bubbles as they rise.
Yeah, I like it.
I got them at
Look
the
at
thrift
that.
shop for 50 cents a piece.
For what?
50 cents a piece.
For the glass?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I got better things to lie about. I'm frugal. I save money.
Damn. Oh,
Not always.
man.
You know what? When you're out there and you see a special bottle of wine, buy it because even and if it's so great and so expensive, you don't want to. Don't share with anybody. Like
Man.
you got to be somebody special to get about a glass of this wine because
Matthew,
yeah.
I want to thank you for coming here.
This is my 7th
I
year. Can you believe it?
really,
Going into my 7th year.
I really enjoyed the show.
Pleasure, my friend.
Yes.
A pleasure.
And I'm asking all the people out there, please share the show.
Share the show.
Sure,
Follow
sure.
Yard Lake Roots.
Yeah, Yardling's Roots. And the show is called The Kevin Hume Show.
That's him.
I'm the guy.
It's Kevin Hume.
I'm Kevin
He
Hume.
thinks he's not sure right now. And I am Matthew of Matthew and Melissa. We are the Frugal Winos.
The fruit
and
wine. And these guys knows their wine, all right?
we just have an opinion.
They have
We
an
wanna
opinion.
share it.
I like the way you put that. You have an opinion.
Because everybody has an opinion. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's right. And some sommelier, these master sommeliers, they can tell you some of these people out there can take a wine and sip it and say, it's from the southern region of France on a Thursday, and somebody had diarrhea in the bathroom in the background. And I mean, but that's an
I know
obviously
what you
exaggeration, but they can do that.
Yes.
And that is a gift.
Yeah.
I don't have that gift. I just have the gift of enjoying this and sharing it.
And I should say your pronunciation is right. I'm a person. I'm into words. I like pronunciation and language and how people pronounce their words. And your pronunciation of the words, the type of wines is spot on. It's the way you say it's the name of the wine is like.
And every video, every review I do, I say, it's time to stop whining and time to start whining.
All right. So, with that said, I guess that's it.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
What a pleasure.
Matthew.
I am so happy. This has
I-
been a
I
great
enjoy it.
experience.
I
Thank you so
enjoy
much.
it. Latwara, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Lot.
Oh my God.
That was so much fun.
Man, I didn't expect to go that far. I'm sorry.
We were talking half an hour. I'm like, yeah, half an hour, we'll be done.
This
We're like,
is
half an hour, we'll be done. There's not that
ridiculous.
much to say. Well, I was wrong. Now I got a
This is
drink.
sweet, man. I love it. Oh my God.